From engines to the electric future. At the beginning of the 20th century, the automobile had already changed the world. Roads were expanding. Cities were growing. Millions of people were buying cars. For the first time in history, ordinary families could travel wherever they wanted. The transportation revolution had begun. But humanity was not satisfied. People wanted more speed, more power, more freedom, more excitement, and the automobile industry was ready to deliver. As technology improved, engineers pushed vehicles beyond simple transportation. Cars were no longer just machines that moved people. They were becoming symbols of innovation, freedom, status, and performance. Manufacturers competed fiercely. Every company wanted to build faster cars, more reliable cars, more beautiful cars. The race for automotive supremacy had begun. Then came one of the most important developments in automotive history: motorsports. Across Europe and America, drivers began competing against one another. Early races attracted enormous attention. Crowds gathered to witness machines achieving speeds once thought impossible. Every race revealed new technologies: better engines, improved suspension systems, stronger brakes, aerodynamic designs. The racetrack became the world's greatest automotive laboratory. Winning races meant proving technological superiority, and manufacturers invested heavily. As decades passed, cars became dramatically faster. The world entered the golden age of performance. Powerful sports cars appeared. Sleek designs captured imaginations. Engine sounds echoed across cities and highways. For many people, cars became more than transportation. They became passion, dreams, identity. Then the world changed once again. After World War II, technology advanced rapidly. New manufacturing methods emerged. Materials improved. Engineering became more sophisticated. Automobiles entered a completely new era. The 1950s and 1960s became famous for iconic vehicles. Large engines, bold designs, extraordinary power. Manufacturers competed to create the most exciting automobiles ever built. This period became known as the age of muscle cars. Power dominated everything. The louder the engine, the better. The faster the acceleration, the more impressive the vehicle. Cars represented freedom. Open highways stretched across nations. Road trips became part of culture. Millions of people experienced a level of mobility that previous generations could never imagine. Yet speed alone was not enough. Manufacturers also focused on comfort. Luxury vehicles evolved rapidly. Advanced interiors appeared. Air conditioning became common. Improved seating transformed long journeys. Technology slowly entered the driving experience. Cars became smarter, more comfortable, more refined. Then another revolution arrived: electronics. Computers began entering automobiles. At first, their role was small. Simple systems assisted engine management. Basic electronic controls improved efficiency. But every year, technology advanced further. Soon, computers controlled fuel delivery, monitored performance, improved safety, reduced emissions. The automobile was becoming an intelligent machine. At the same time, safety became increasingly important. Early automobiles offered very little protection. Accidents were often devastating. Manufacturers realized they needed better solutions. Seatbelts became standard. Airbags were introduced. Anti-lock braking systems appeared. Electronic stability control improved vehicle handling. Each innovation saved lives. Cars became safer than ever before. But perhaps the most significant technological breakthrough arrived through satellites orbiting Earth. GPS navigation. For thousands of years, people relied on maps, landmarks, directions from strangers. Getting lost was common. Then satellites transformed navigation forever. Drivers could now know their exact location. Routes could be calculated instantly. Travel became easier, more efficient, more convenient. The automobile was evolving rapidly. But another challenge was emerging: fuel consumption. As millions of vehicles filled roads worldwide, concerns about pollution increased. Environmental awareness grew. Scientists warned about emissions. Manufacturers began searching for alternatives. The future could not depend entirely on traditional fuel. Engineers started exploring new possibilities. Hybrid vehicles appeared, combining gasoline engines with electric motors. Efficiency improved dramatically. Fuel consumption decreased. The industry was preparing for its next major transformation. Then came the electric revolution. For decades, electric vehicles existed only as limited experiments. Technology was not ready. Batteries lacked sufficient capacity. Performance remained disappointing. But technology never stops evolving. Battery technology improved. Energy storage increased. Charging systems became faster. Electric motors became more powerful. Suddenly, the impossible became possible again. Modern electric vehicles entered the market. They were quiet, efficient, fast, extremely fast. Many people expected electric vehicles to be slower than traditional sports cars. Reality proved very different. Electric motors delivered instant torque. Acceleration became astonishing. Some electric vehicles could outperform supercars costing millions of dollars. The industry entered a new era. Companies around the world invested billions into electric technology. Charging networks expanded rapidly. Governments encouraged adoption. Consumers embraced innovation. The transformation accelerated. Yet electric vehicles represented only part of the future. Artificial intelligence was advancing at incredible speed. Machines were learning, processing vast amounts of information, making decisions in real time. Soon, AI entered the automotive world. Modern vehicles gained advanced driver assistance systems. Cameras monitored surroundings. Sensors detected obstacles. Computers reacted faster than human reflexes. Features that once seemed impossible became reality. Lane-keeping systems, automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, self-parking technology. The automobile was learning to drive itself. For generations, human drivers controlled every journey. Now, vehicles could perform many tasks independently. The dream of autonomous transportation moved closer to reality. Companies began developing self-driving vehicles. Millions of kilometers of testing followed. Artificial intelligence improved continuously. The future of transportation was being rewritten. And engineers were already looking beyond roads. Flying car concepts appeared. Advanced air mobility projects emerged. Electric aircraft promised new possibilities. The boundary between automobiles and aviation started to blur. Perhaps one day, traffic congestion will be solved not by building more roads, but by moving transportation into the sky. The future remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. Humanity's desire to innovate has never stopped. From horse-drawn carts to steam-powered machines, from the first automobile to intelligent electric vehicles, every generation pushed transportation further. Faster, safer, smarter, more efficient. The evolution of cars is not simply the story of machines. It is the story of human imagination. A story of engineers who refused to accept limitations. Inventors who challenged the impossible. Dreamers who imagined a better future. And transformed that vision into reality. More than a century ago, people laughed at the idea of automobiles. Today, billions of vehicles travel across Earth. Tomorrow, autonomous electric machines may transport humanity in ways we can barely imagine. The journey that began with horses is still continuing. The next chapter has not yet been written. And perhaps the greatest innovations are still ahead. This was the evolution of cars. A journey from engines to the electric future. If you enjoyed this cinematic documentary, subscribe to SIRIQUS for more stories about science, technology, innovation, engineering, space, and the future of humanity.